And now to tackle this puppy. Oh, goodness gracious. So I've got this mirror back here that I use. I usually drag it to my vanity because it's easier for me to see out of that than the mirror that's on my vanity. I've got this cute little container that's got like little cotton pads and things like that if I need to reach for it. My husband made this for me for my birthday last year because he saw this kind of in a store. He said it looked too like ordinary trendy, so he made this like on the computer for me. He said it's imperfection is beauty, madness is genius, and it's better to be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely boring. So it made him think of me. I'm actually a lot crazier in real life than I am on camera. Maybe one day I will get crazier if I get more comfortable. But anyway, so this I love. It's like Dot by Marc Jacobs. It just looks super cute. And then I put a lot of my jewelry there that I use every day. So then in here I have foundations, this first drawer. I've got a lot of foundations just up here. I organize them by coverage. So I put like the lighter coverage ones over here, more coverage over here. And then like some drugstore ones that I don't really use very often are right here, and then there's just some other random ones that I couldn't fit in the right place. And then over here I've got kind of like BB creams. I've got like Dr. Jart, the Balms, a tinted moisturizer by Physicians Formula, Smashbox, Misha, and then some other tinted moisturizers. This is the CC Cream by Smashbox. This is Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer. Beauty Balm by Too Faced. I've got the MAC Studio Tech. And then my Bare Minerals powders are like back there. This is another one from Revlon that's nice. The Maybelline Dream Matte, Revlon Color Stay, Clinique, Even Better Makeup, Bobbi Brown Stick Foundation, which is really good, really nice. The CoverGirl 3-in-1, Tarte. And then there's some samples that are mascaras, and I've got like sponges and beauty blenders right there. So anyway, that's foundations, and then on to, ooh, these drawers are getting really full. I feel like I'm going to need another one of these soon, but this is concealers and powders. So I have concealers that are more for face are in this thing, and then I try to put the ones over here that are for more eyes. And so I've got like Benefit, MAC, Tarte, Revlon, YSL is down there. This is a Sonia Kashuk, Revlon, Bye Bye Under Eye by IT Cosmetics. There's Ben Nye back there, ELF, Makeup Forever, The Balm, that's the majority. Urban Decay and Laura Geller, CoverGirl plus Olay, Physicians Formula right there, and then I've got this Ben Nye color wheel thing for concealer, and then I've got all the eye ones. This is one by Tarina Tarantino, and this is CoverGirl plus Olay, CoverGirl Philosophy, which those are old, they don't make those anymore. YSL Touche Clay, there's an ELF one, this is one by Rimmel, Wake Me Up, it's a new one that they're selling in the United States now. Tarte, there's a little, this thing, which I don't really care for, by Bare Minerals, and then there's Maybelline's right there, and Makeup Forever. There's another one there, HD Concealer. So that's my concealers, and then the powder. I've got two finishing powders here. There's Guerlain Meteorites, and then Hourglass. I've got the Diffused Light, Ambient Light, and then I've got some Laura Geller Balance and Brightens, and then the ELF HD powder and Mally Pore Minimizing powder, and then IT Cosmetics. This is actually a powder foundation, but I've got it with my powders, and then the Milani powder foundation as well, and I've got that just with the powders, just like these are actually powder foundations too. And then I've got my Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse, the ELF powder, the one that's like colorful, that's supposed to be a corrective powder. I've got all the are these Wet n Wilds? Yeah, Wet n Wilds. Some other random ones. This is Milani Multitasking Powder, the NYX Stay Matte Not Flat powders back there, and then I've got like a MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and then some of the Rimmel Stay Matte powders, and then a couple of other random powders, and then I've got the Mally Poreless Face Defender is back there, and then that concludes that drawer. Whew, I feel like I'm talking a lot, y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this. I feel like my brain doesn't want to talk anymore. So then this is highlighters and bronzers. So I've got back here some highlighters that I don't reach for as much. There's some from Hard Candy and e.l.f. and Wet n Wild and some other various ones. And then up here I've got the ones that I reach for the most. There's one from Philosophy. This is a random one that came out of a palette and I just stuck it in this Inglot thing because I wasn't using that for anything else. There's the ones from Lorac, Philosophy, Benefit, NARS, Philosophy, Bare Minerals, Physicians Formula, e.l.f., Bare Minerals, Urban Decay, that's the famous Mary Luminizer, and then that's MAC, and this is a Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick, and then I've got this NYX Illuminator. And then over here, I've got all my bronzers. So I have the ones that I use the most up here. That's NARS Laguna. There is one from Lancome. There's an Edward Best one, NYC. This is the chocolate, Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. The one from The Balm, Bahama Mama. This one, Laura Geller bronzer. I really like that. And then there's this Bare Minerals, Faux Tan is what that's called. And then there's more illuminating bronzers are here. I've got one from Sonia Kashuk, the Betty Luminizer is right here, one from Napoleon is right there, Laura Mercier, and then I've got a Milani, some powder from Bare Minerals that's got like, it's like face powder that's a little sparkly, and I've got like this tantalizer thing from Lorac, which is like liquid stuff. That's mostly what's in that drawer. And then I've got, oh god, blushes. So, I got a lot of blushes. I try to put in this little box area right here. I put like drugstore blushes. So these are Wet n Wild, these are NYX, these are Sleek, and then I've got like one from No. 7, Boots before they redid their line, Physicians Formula, L'Oreal, some other random ones. This is from Palladio, and these are Victoria's Secret. And then here I've got Wet n Wild blushes there, all the ones from The Balm right here, all of my Inglot blushes are there, my Tarte blushes, Bare Minerals blushes, there's a random one from TG, there's one from Smashbox there, one from Chanel, that's another random one from another company that I don't know of so well, and there's one from Kat Von D, there's a Maybelline one, all my NARS ones are right here. There's some Bare Minerals ones back there, like the pressed powder ones, and then there's some Tarantino ones. My ones from Benefit are right here. I've got this one, and then I've got some that are like in the sample size because it takes me forever to go through anything. And then I've got one from Laura Mercier, and then a few from Laura Geller, which are gorgeous. They're like non-sparkly ones. And then I have two from Sephora, which are really pretty too, and that's most of the ones over here, and then and then there's some from Mally right there, and then there's one from Inglot right there, and then I've got all my cream ones. I'm sorry you guys can't see it very well, but they're all back here. There's like one from NARS, and then there's some of the Maybelline Dream Matte mousses. I've got one from Estee Lauder there, and then some of the Stila convertible colors are back in here, and then I've got, like, this is from Illamasqua. I've got 3 of the YSL Creme de Blushes. I've got one from Flower Beauty, Drew Barrymore's line, and then just several other ones that are still back there. There's a Josie Maran stain and some Tarte stains and things like that back there. And then I've got in here are eyeliners. So I have a little thing of my black eyeliners. These are like eyeliner pencils, various eyeliner pencils, and then there's various brown eyeliner pencils, and then just other random colors are in this thing, along with my tools like sharpeners. And then I have like cake eyeliners here. These Laura Geller ones, they're in that baked form anyway. So I've got those there. There's a couple of Hard Candy ones, and then some Bare Minerals loose ones, and some Mally ones. And then here I have gel eyeliners, mostly Makeup Geek. I've got a couple of Bobbi Browns, and then there's a couple of Maybellines, and then this one, and then a YSL cream one, and then like Wet n Wild and e.l.f. And then I have, in this drawer, I have my cream shadows. These are the L'Oreal, the pigments, the pressed pigments, the L'Oreal Infallibles. These are two Chanel, whatever they're called, the little like the gel things, Illusion d'Ombre or Illusion d'Ombre. And then these are all of the Maybelline color tattoos. And so I've got a bunch of colors of those. And then I've got a couple of Tarte, cream shadows, like here and here, and then a Benefit one, and MAC paints and other various cream things. There's one here from Hard Candy. And then over here I've got liquid liners, and like in the pen form because I want to store them upside down, and they didn't fit in my eyeliner drawer, so I just keep them right there because they fit in this drawer because it's deeper. And then over here I've got all of my like single eyeshadows that are in baked form because I can't depot those and put them in the Z palettes, and I kind of don't want to because I feel like they're going to fall apart if I try. So I just keep them in that form right over there. And then I've got cream eyeshadows that are in like pencil form here. I've got Tarte ones, which are really nice. I've got a bunch of Mally ones, and then I've got a bunch of NYX ones, and I think that's pretty much all I have in there. Yeah, that's it. And then back here I've got all my loose pigments. I've got a lot of Bare Minerals ones, and then some other various loose pigments, mostly. That's all what's in here. And then I've got my favorite, one of my favorite drawers. My favorite are eyeshadows, so these are my favorite drawers. I got like Makeup Geek shadows in this Z palette. I've got all my palettes from Saucebox right here. I've got my Bare Minerals palettes. I've got a couple from Philosophy, Tarte, Tarina Tarantino. I've got Kat Von D, and then these are from Kat Von D, Lancome, and I've got a Dior one. Oh, there it is. That's my Dior one. And then the rest of these were Bare Minerals. And then I've got some Mally ones. I've got some Sleek ones. These are Tarte. This is Sonia Kashuk, Flower Beauty Lady, Drew Barrymore's line. And then e.l.f. Meet Matte from the Balm. I've got some Urban Decay ones there. Those are mostly ones that I filled out myself. That one was a pre-made one, and that one was a pre-made one, like Mariposa palette and Feminine palette, but these two were the ones that I filled them out myself. And then this is one from Sephora, Moonbake Shadow, that I recently just got. And then this is a Wet n Wild palette, the one that I reach for the most. And then here I've got some Napoleon little ones that I got recently, and that is mostly everything that's in this drawer. There are in the back some eyeshadows that I don't use very often. I just keep them in the back. And then here I have all of my Z palettes. So I've got lots and lots of Z palettes. Mostly I have various ones from just random stuff, but I've got a lot of shadows from the Balm in these because I pretty much just tore apart all of my Balm palettes. Even though they look really cute, I just found that the colors in them were sort of like random and I wouldn't reach for them, but I thought that I would more if I put them in these, and that's been true. So I depotted all of those and a lot of my Tarte sets, like from Christmas, the holiday sets, and what else did I mostly, I don't know, it was just a lot of little palettes I depotted to put in these things. I have some shadows from Sephora in this one, and this was from Stila. And then I have all my browns are here, and then I've got them sort of color coordinated. These are highlight shades. Oh, all my Makeup Geek ones are also in all of these. These are like reds and pinks, and these are yellows and oranges, I think, and these are blues and greens and purples, and guess what? Pinks. And then this is a Tarte one. I didn't depot these because I figured it was a really nice little sleek thing. This is another one from Saucebox. These are MAC. This is a MAC palette. This is Tarina Tarantino. And then this is Urban Decay Naked. This is the Balm Nude Tude. This is Lorac Pro. And this is a big matte shadow palette from Ben Nye. And then I have, I keep all my little Z palette, the little magnets that I have are in this little thing. And then I've got a big NYX color palette that I found at TJ Maxx. And then I have my Cinderella palette down here from the Sephora collection. And then I have some other random, like, down here, like BH Cosmetics kind of things. And then Wet n Wild palettes. And then I have some in-gloss shadows right here. So that is that whole entire... Oops. So that concludes that drawer. And then the final drawer, we're almost done. I didn't think I was ever going to get through this. So I actually found in the last drawer I had misplaced, these are MAC blushes that I have. So I have all of those. I should have had those in the blush drawer, but they somehow ended up in the wrong drawer. So this is the drawer that I put a bunch of palettes that are not just for one part of the face, but are for like multiple things. So like if they have eyeshadow and blush and highlighter or whatever, then I would put it in here. And so like this is a face contour and highlight palette. This is a e.l.f. palette that had highlight, or it had bronzer and blush, and then this one's got bronzer, blush, and highlight, and then this is one by Charlotte Ronson that has the same three things in it. This is the Naked Flushed palette. This is e.l.f. like contour blush and bronzer, the cream, and this is a blush and bronzer cream by Hourglass. Then this is a blush and bronzer by Sonia Kashuk. This is a highlighter bronzer from Lorac. And then these are like blush, highlight, and contour ones by Mally. And then I got a couple from Philosophy here that I picked up at Big Lots for like $3 a piece, and they have all of the things that you want on your face in them. This is also eyeshadow and blush from Sephora. This is the Tarte Aqua Lilies. This is the Balm Jovi palette by The Balm. These are my Mally Perfect and More Perfect palettes. And then I've got my Smashbox Photo Op Mega palette. The Disney and Sephora Jasmine palette that I have, and then I have the Paris palette by Sigma, and I have a couple of other large palettes like BH Cosmetics palettes that are supposed to be like contouring palettes and like blush and highlight and whatever palettes. And then I've just got some random bags, like makeup bags to grab right there that I got from Ipsy, and then I have a travel Hakuhodo brush kit that I have right there. So that pretty much concludes this video. I hope it wasn't too long for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.